Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are well. Today on the channel we're going to be having a look at the new set from Pokémon, Stellar Crown, because I'm a bit concerned with the prices about it, if I'm being honest. The prices for each card are going down and down and down, and we're going to have a quick look today to see if we can understand why. Also, on today's video, we're going to be having a giveaway. So if you want to win one of each pack art of the new set, Stellar Crown, all you got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn all the bells on for notifications, and leave a comment down below about what you think about Stellar Crown. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's going to increase in value in the future? Any thoughts? Leave them below. With that said, let's get into it, and let's see if we can figure out exactly what's happening with Stellar Crown. So here we go, guys. Let's have a look at Stellar Crown. Best website to use to have a comparison between prices and performance, etc., is of course Pokedata.com, Pokedata.io. If you've never used it before, you can look at any card ever made, English, Japanese, or otherwise, and you can get an idea for performance, price, and which cards are most collectible in the set. For example, here, if we clearly look at the Terrapagos EX, the special illustration rare, you can see it draws prices from eBay, sitting about £97. TCG Play 88 and Card Market 85, and it will give you some recent sold prices if you go down on the card. What is also good to look at on this is the total value. This is the total value of the set if you would go out just to buy the singles of the set. Currently sitting around £425. That is quite low compared to a lot of recent sets, compared to Temporal Forces, compared to Paradox Rift, even compared to Paldea Evolved, which came out a while ago. But why is that? Why is the set so low? Is it to do with the art? I don't think it's much to do with the art. The art in this set is really good. We have solid art from like Terrapagos EX, Squirtle, as you can see there. We have the Bulbasaur, Squirtle and Bulbasaur. Love those cards. Love those cards. We also have the Briar, which I think is a good art. The Zorora, Art Rare, another great card. The Reboot. So I don't think it's to do with the art. The art is fairly solid, right? One thing that does let this down in terms of value is the actual set size. If you go and you have a look from the last card, there are only 175 cards in this set, compared with the likes of Paldea Evolved, which is around about 230, Temporal Forces, which was a massive set, which is even more than that. This set is quite small, so it has less cards to draw on in terms of bumping up that total value. Some of the secret rares, there are only three. There are only 3 gold cards. The Bravery Charm, really, really useful card. Okay, you can attach it to a Pokemon, it gives the Pokemon more health. But it's only a fancy version of a card we already had. You can go on places like Card Market and you can get a play set of Bravery Charm, which is 4 cards, for about 10 pence. You can get the full play set for pennies, right? Also, Area Zero Underdepths is a great card. However, in the TCG at the moment, it activates as a stadium card, and a lot of other decks use stadium cards. So once a stadium card is played, it pushes out the old stadium card. So if you were there with Area Zero and you put that out, which allows you to have more Pokemon on your bench, Terra types, and if I come along and I change it, then you have to instantly get rid of Pokemon off your bench, which isn't ideal. That also links in with the main card of the set, which is the Terrapagos EX. The Terrapagos EX's attack lets you do more damage based on, I believe, how many Terra type Pokemon are on your bench for 2 colours energy. You can also not use the attack if you go second. So with this, you are looking to go first. The Unified Beatdown attack for 2 colours energy. Like you see, you can't go second. You must go first, and then on your subsequent second turn, you can use it. It is okay. However, it does have one drawback, which it is weak to fighting type Pokemon. Some of the fighting type Pokemon in the TCG at the moment are really strong. Myself, I play a Cloth deck, Cloth fighting type Pokemon. It's not an EX, It's not an ancient card, but there is ways to power it up, which I have played against a lot. Gone against Terrapagos EX, where I have beaten every Terrapagos deck that I have come across. Because I do double damage with Cloth, and I can one-shot it, and I can poison it. It's not a great card. It's not a great Pokemon. Terrapagos, it doesn't have great abilities. There are much better cards out there. There are actually better cards, I believe, in this set. For example, the Hydrapple EX, it is really good at accelerating grass energy. It does damage equal to all grass energy in play. And it works really well with Ogerpon from, I think it was Shrouded Fable. The Teal Mask one, which allows you to, again, accelerate grass energy. I actually think, at some point, and this is me, just speaking out loud, I think because of the playability of Hydrapple, I actually think Hydrapple will move further up this board and will, I think, overtake Lacy. Whether or not it goes into the top spot, I do not know. But I think it'll go into the second medal position. Squirtle will stay there. Squirtle's one of the OG, one of the original 151 Pokemon in a great artwork, along with Bulbasaur. I can't see that changing anytime soon. On to supporters. Let's talk about Lacy. Right? Lacy, not a very expensive card for a special illustration rare, which has just come out. This should be much higher than it is. eBay 38, TCG 34, card market 29 for argument's sake. The issue with the card is not the art. It is a supporter, but there are better supporters out there. So this Lacy card, you shuffle your hand into your deck, then you draw 4 cards. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, you can pick up more cards than that. I think you pick up, it's either 6 or 8. I think it says 8. The problem with this is that your opponent is, you need to be 3 prize cards or lower to be able to get the full benefit of this, which means your opponent's already halfway through winning a game, in effect. What you would need to do at this point is kind of stall their hand, which is why Iono is still a better card than Lacy. The Iono Special Illustration Rare from Paldea Evolved is still higher in value than this. It is still more playable than Lacy and is widely accepted being one of the better supporter cards out there at the minute. Likewise with Briar, the ability of Briar, you can only use that Briar card when your opponent has exactly two prize cards remaining. Again, it's not a great trainer. It's not as useful as Arven. It's not as useful as Boss's Orders. Certainly not as useful as Iona for stalling or getting cards. It's very, very situational. If it was me and I was looking and I had to get some cards out for a supporter, I rely heavily on Arven. I think Arven's a great supporter card. I'm actually looking to pick up some full art versions of the Arven card to go in my TCG deck because at the moment I only have the very basic Arven. But that's the problem. With the two highest supporting cards in this set, they're not very good. There are better supporters out there. Again, with the golds, the Bravery Charm is useful, but there are better gold cards out there. There are gold versions of Pokemon, for example, Temporal Forces, where all the future and ancient Pokemon, the likes of Walk and Wake, Raging Bolt, Gouging Fire, they all got very, very playable gold cards. So, something to be said for that. The art rares, some of the art rares in this are quite good. Very, very small set, like I said earlier. A lot of people are having real success with this deck in terms of pull rates. Me, myself, I have opened, not a lot, I think I've opened like 20 packs of this so far, give or take. And I've already got 15 decent pulls. And the pull rate on this, for me, personally, has been incredible. Both this and the Japanese variant, the Stellar Miracle, excellent. In particular, the three full art cards here, the Garvantula, the Lapras, and the Cinderace. Those seem to be coming fairly quick and fairly often, especially the Cinderace. As you can see there, the price for a Cinderace, bear in mind this is a full art that's just come out, it's below £3. All of these cards are very, very cheap, very, very collectible. I think the reason why this set is so cheap is in part to do with the pull rates. I've seen a lot of people pulling a great variety of cards, including all the way up to those special illustration rares. You know what I mean? So that kind of summarises it, guys. Number one, I think it is low in price and low in collectability because of the set size. The set size is very small. Secondly, I think some of the higher end cards, the special illustration rares, are of Pokemon or trainers that are either not yet received in the TCG. Obviously, Terrapagos hasn't been out very long in terms of the whole Pokemon as a whole. There are better cards out there, like I was discussing earlier on. I would pick Iono over Lacey any day of the week. Hydrapple is good, but I think some of the Pokemon they've chose for those really, really top spots have kind of missed the mark. On the next set, obviously, we have Pikachu, Insurgent Barks, which will probably have a special illustration rare or at least a full art. Pikachu is loved by the Pokemon community, so I think Surgeon Barks will have it there. But that's going to be it, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts on Stellar Crown or Stellar Miracle. Have you got many of the cards? Is anyone going to master set it out there? Do people think I'm wrong? Do people think I'm right? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, guys, we're going to be doing a giveaway for a full range of pack art from the set. So don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave those beautiful comments down below, because I answer every single comment here on the channel. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you all on the next one.